that you would like to be known as, because he knew he was very ill and not going to last much longer. And he said, you know, I'd like to leave those kids with a message that nobody can help everybody, but everybody can help somebody. Over 800 events like this telling our story. Denver did over 400 of them with me during his lifetime. He said, what do these people think we are? Preachers? Are they coming to listen for a sermon? I said, no, I don't think that there were preachers. He said, well, just since I'm not going to be there, would you tell those folks that though our lips are always flapping like Bible pages in the wind, he said, we ain't no preachers. He said, you're just an old ex-art dealer and I'm an old ex-con. We're just two sinners saved by grace with a message of hope for those that ain't got none. So here we are tonight with that message of hope. You know, tonight we're going to try to raise, I'd love to be able to raise $300,000 here for this mission for the annual budget so they would not have to worry. They could just begin taking care of the people like they do so well and not have to worry about going out and raising the money. Because Mother Teresa used to say, it's very fashionable to sit around and talk about the poor and the homeless, but unfortunately, it's not fashionable to sit and have a conversation. When I first met Denver, he asked me if I was one of those Christians, and thinking that he might have seen a halo, I kind of looked around and I said, well, yes, I am a Christian, as a matter of fact. That's why I'm down here on the streets, kind of working with you guys and trying to help out a little bit. And he said, well, then maybe you can answer the question, what puzzles all of us guys out here on the streets? And I said, okay, then ask. And he said, well, why is it that all you Christians worship one homeless man on Sunday and then turn your back on the first one you see on Monday? Remember? I don't know that I have an answer for that. And he said, let me tell you something, Mr. Ron. I know that you guys are judging us. But let me tell you something. God don't need no more judges. He's got courthouses full of judges. What God needs is servants. He was really good at situations and sizing up the situation. And right after our book came out, we were invited to one of the largest cities in America to speak and raise money. There were 15 homeless shelters in this town, and they were all in desperate need of help. And so we were there, and we were walking the streets with all the heads of the homeless organizations, and then we went back for a meeting at City Hall and met with the mayor and all of the city council, and they were giving us their 10-year plan for ending homelessness in their city. And when we got through with the plan, Denver raised his hand, and he said, I'd like to ask y'all a question. And they said, oh, we'd love to have your input on this. And he said, yeah. He said, why is it going to take y'all 10 years to solve y'all's problem? And the head of the Homeless Coalition said, well, first of all, it's taken us a year to research it and to come up with this plan. And now we're going to have to raise the money. And then we're going to have to hire the staff. And then we're going to have to build some buildings. Then we're going to have to implement the program. That's going to take 5 or 6 years. And then maybe by 7 and 8 and 9, we'll see some results. And hopefully by 10, the problem will be solved. Denver said, I got you. I hear what you're saying. He said, let me ask you another question. How many homeless y'all got on the streets? And the head of the Homeless Coalition said, well, we have approximately 6,000 homeless on the streets here at night or in shelters. And said, okay. How many churches y'all got in y'all's town? And the head of the Greater Council of Churches said, well, we have more than 6,500 churches in our city. Denver said, there you go. Everybody take a one. Somebody ain't getting none. We're going to take care of this problem in 30 days.